Today we're in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee. Figured it's a beautiful day, a nice day to take out the Pentax K1 and do a full review on it. We're going to take a ride up to Cades Cove and check it out. So let's get started. Alright, Pentax is using this new articulated type screen here, as you can see there. Kind of flips out and such. I'm gonna try not to get run over by these cars and do a little low angle shot and see what we got. This is the Sigma 20mm prime f1.8. Quick pit stop. You see all those beautiful pictures of bears in the Great Smoky Mountains. There's usually a ton of cars and a ton of people. You just kind of see it on the side of the road there. Anyway, I'm going to try with this Pentax. I don't have a real telephoto right now, but I've got this 70 to 300 Tamron lens, which you could purchase for about $100 used. I think it's around 175 new. But let's see if we can get a couple shots of this bear. Anyway, so we got, we're gonna go through this loop. If you haven't been to Cades Cove, it's an 11-mile loop in the Great Smoky Mountains. I strongly recommend it. It's a good family outing if you want to go. There's a picnic area, there's a campsite. The campsite's only $20. Anyway, you could go around the loop by car, walk, or on your bike. On Wednesday and Saturdays during the summer, they have it closed down till 10 a.m. just for bikes and walking. So keep that in mind, because sometimes it does get kind of busy with the cars when you're trying to ride your bike, especially on the weekends and during the summer. Okay, so maybe we'll see another bear or some sort of other wildlife. The best time to see them is generally in the morning, but maybe we'll get lucky today. See the nice scenery around me. So I'm just going to continue on. I'm going to drive since I got a lot of gear and stuff. Pentax K mount, so you go back to the 80s and get old film lenses, and they'll fit on this camera. There'll be manual focus and manual aperture on most of them, but you go all the way back and get those, and they're film, so they're 35mm, so they'll be full frame lenses, so they'll work on here. If you want to, you can get them as low as $20. One I would recommend getting off the bat, if you just want to try them out first, would be the Pentax A. Dash A, it means automatic aperture, so you could actually adjust it on the lens. 50 millimeter f2 prime lens. That's just one to get you started. It's like $25, and it's actually gets some really good quality pictures. Okay, some other stuff we're going to go over. The shutter on this shutter goes down to 1/8,000th of a second, and it's pretty good. So the frames per second, I can't remember, I think it's around 6 or so, but let's test it out. I'm on right now in JPEG. on JPEG. So, but let's give a listen to this shutter. This is the JPEG, high JPEG, 36 megapixel. So you can hear it there. Let's see if it starts filling up the buffer. I'll show you what memory card I'm using in a second. Sounds like it go forever, but that doesn't really. Oh, there, it's starting to slow down. Now let me. I'll switch in the JPEG here in RAW here in a second, and we'll test that out. But there you go. That didn't really sound that quick. So there's lots of cameras out there faster. I didn't buy this. I bought this for the 36 megapixel sensor for my landscapes and such. Right. So we're in RAW now, and car going by. But let's give a listen to RAW and see when the buffer fills up in the camera. There you go. How many was that? I think 12 or so before it starts to fill up. And I'm not using the fastest card ever, but I'm using a pretty good card. This is the card I use right here. 32 gigabyte SanDisk. Man, too much coffee. I'm shaking a little bit there. As you can see there, it says it's class 10. It says 90 megabytes per second. So I've used SanDisk cards for years, and while I'm on that, this has a dual card slot, which is very nice because you got this 36 megapixel sensor. So if you're shooting RAW, some of those cards will fill up really quick. So you already have one in there, so you could it will just switch over to the other card once it fills up, and you'll be good to go. All right, let's go on and take a look at some more beautiful scenery here in Cades Cove. All right, let's talk about focus. All the lenses I've used on this camera were always fast to focus, and they were all very accurate. So I'm pretty happy with the focus system on this, just doing single shots. I don't do a lot of action photography, but I'll give that a test, and we'll test it out. But yeah, it's like super quick to focus and everything, so helps if I have it in autofocus. Let's try that. See? Here, I'll try. You can see, give a listen to this on this. This is the Sigma 20 millimeter f1.8. So you can see there how quick it is to focus. So all the lenses that I've tried have been pretty much like that. But all right, let's take some more pictures. Alright, I forgot to mention, or maybe I did, but everything I'm shooting here is going to be JPEG straight out of camera, so you can kind of see exactly what you're getting. There's no editing to it, so what you see is what you get. You kind of get a feel for the dynamic range, and hopefully in some of these shots you could see it's really good. So alright, let's talk about Pentax real quick. I got to know Pentax, so I've been using Pentax for a while. My buddy, I was shooting exclusively Canon, and he had a KR he had just bought used, and so I picked it up. I was like, man, this is a really nice camera. Like, fits my hand perfect. It's got everything in the menu. It's got all the features that my Canon has. I was like, man, I'll check it out. They're nicely priced. So I bought a K30 at the time. This is years ago. Loved it. The ISO performance, the dynamic range was better than the Canon. I was like, this is weird because Pentax they're not that popular. I guess that's the thing. Canon and Nikon have always been popular. I guess they got better PR or whatever, but marketing. But so ever since then, I've been using Pentax. I do use my Canon for some stuff, so I'm not exclusively Pentax, but I do use my Canon some. So, but I've been waiting for them to come out with a full frame, and they finally did. So I am very, very happy. I extremely enjoy this camera. Thanks Pentax Rico for making this camera. I'm really digging it so far. All right, so there's this tree over here I was going to try to get some pictures of. It's got some vines growing up beside it. I thought it'd be cool. And then as I'm walking over here, that's not really funny, but yeah, you could see there's like poison ivy everywhere, and somehow I got in the very middle of it. So I'm going to try to get out of here without getting poison ivy. All right, let's get back to it. When I was going through there, I hit another traffic jam. There was a bear up there, of course, and you could always tell when there's a bear because the traffic backs up. So I pulled over to the side like you should do, and went up there with my camera, and people were literally standing like 7 yards from this bear. If you don't see the sign at the beginning of the video, they're all throughout the park. You need to stay 50 yards back from these. They're wild animals. It was just pretty funny. So I was going to test out the video features, because I was just going to put it in video mode, and hoping to get a bear mauling for Darwin Awards or something, but it didn't happen. The ranger came along and told those people to go, whoa, you're way too close, you know. So anyway, yeah, if you're in these parks, stay back from their wild animals. So yeah, let's do some more shooting, and we'll go through some of the menus and stuff after that. Thanks. Taking a quick break, thought I'd take this opportunity to test out the K1's image stabilization. If you don't know, it has a image stabilization built into the camera, unlike other manufacturers. So the sensor moves all around and stuff. It's not, the image stabilization isn't on the lens. So I'm going to test this out. I just tested it out just a second ago, actually. This shot of this bark, I'm at 75 millimeters. Here it is at 1/4 of a second, and that is with the image stabilization on, and then 1/4 with the image stabilization off. So you can see there the difference, quite a big difference there. So yeah, it's really good as far as that's concerned. and we get to go over just kind of the body itself. In case you don't know, this is weather sealed. I have another video. All the Pentax bodies are weather sealed, and they're all made very good. I have a video on the K50. You can go to my channel and check it out. But I was playing out in the snow with my daughter, and the camera's completely covered in snow, and it worked fine. So all right, so here on the top we've got different dials, typical dial that you'll find with all your different modes, AV, TV, all that. 5 different user modes here, and I actually hadn't set up any of the user modes yet, but nicely has GPS here button pretty quick. I pressed it at the house, and it actually connected a lot quicker than I thought my Canon did. So got Wi-Fi if you need that. It's got this new thing that I didn't have on my K50. It's kind of a select all knob. You can just move it to whatever you want here, and then you can adjust it here. You've already got the two dials here for your usually it's for your aperture and shutter speed, and this will adjust that. So the weird thing is here on this, you got if you notice here, it's got ISO, but then you've got an ISO button here, and then you've also have your exposure compensation. So it's got all that. I mean, it's got so many buttons just to be customized, and that's what I like about Pentax. They think of everything when they make these cameras. So you've got that. Got back button focusing, tongue twister there. You got your live view. As far as focusing, you could select your focusing. It's right here. You can see it in the viewfinder when you do it. So you'll set up that, and then you'll just then you'll just move it around. Well, if I did it right, there we go. You hit that button and you move it around, and it works fairly well. I tried some here all the way out to the edge. I think all of these are cross types. You could look at it on B&H to make sure, but they all work really well. Like I said, I went all the way out to the edge, and the focus nailed it really well. So I already showed you video. I'm not going to do anything about the video, but just because most people are buying this for photography. It does have video, and I've tried the video on the K50 before, and it works great. You know, Canon is a little bit better. They're usually the best. Sony's actually, I'm shooting this with a Sony a6300, if you're wondering how I'm getting 4K video, which is very good quality. But yeah, this is mainly a photography camera, but it does have some features built in it that are not on all video cameras, or DSLRs that have video, like a headphone jack and a mic jack. So it's got both those built in there. So if you need video, I'm going to use this for video. It's got that. It doesn't have 4K. It doesn't have 1080 6DP. It just has the standard, 1080. It does have 1080i if you need that, 60 interlace frames. So enough about the video. No flash, as you notice there. And anything else? Oh, okay, the battery thing down here is kind of weird. I don't know if I like this, but I think another one was like this. Can't remember, maybe the K3 or something, but it has this little thing. It just seems like that could get broken off for the battery there. Oh, I can show you what the batteries look like. This is if you had a Canon, this is basically the same size as the ones that are in like the 60, 70, 8 or 6D, 70D, 80D, about the similar size, and it seems to last pretty long time, just about as long as the other ones. So I hadn't done an official timer on it. I guess that one's for the battery grip if you get one, I assume. All right, so let's see what else I've got. If we get that in there. I've already showed you this right here. Viewfinder, 100% viewfinder. So what you see in here is what you're going to get when you shoot. So I'm really digging this thing. I was kind of iffy about it when I first bought it, as far as it going around like that and stuff, but you can see that it's got those, and then the wire here is encased with some rubber, just for the weather sealing, but it works great. Now Pentax has a bunch of cool features in the menu. You could change this, customize this screen, so it's green right now, but you could change it to whatever color you want, which is really cool. And like I said, 2 card slots, and you've got the timer control if you want. But this is just a great camera. I really enjoy it. I've been looking forward to it, and I strongly recommend it. Nikon's cheapest camera like this with a 36 megapixel sensor has been out for a while, but it's over $3 grand. And this, you're looking at $1,800. So this is a bargain. Great camera. Strongly recommend. I think I'm done for the day. Oh, one more thing. I was going to do the. This also has a new feature, which I've seen it on other cameras, but Olympus and has this feature, but it's a pixel shift. So what basically it does is it takes surrounding pixels and puts them all together, and you get a bigger image. But I'm going to do a separate. I haven't tried that out yet. I'm going to try it. So your regular 36 megapixel picture will turn out to be like, so it adds it all together, almost kind of like a panoramic, but it's in one shot. So you get this super resolution shot. But it, I think it over triples the size of the file. So it's going to be pretty big, but I'll do that. So to make sure and subscribe so you can check that out. Like I said, Olympus has it in theirs, and the one on the Olympus, they said it was kind of their micro four thirds. So it was saying it was more like a full frame. So this full frame one, I would assume it'd be more like a medium format. So that would be really cool. You get some great landscapes with this stuff. But I'll be trying that out. So make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Yeah, if you have any questions, just post a comment below, and thanks for watching. Go out there and get this camera. It rocks.